Hello everyone and welcome to GA Drive. This is actually a salvage to rebuild video concerning the GLA 250 4MATIC that you see in front of you. It is one of our salvage to rebuild series. This is actually the first part of it. It's simply a walk around of the vehicle from the beginning, so that as we progress we'll show you the progress and then you will be able to tell how much work we've done. So this video is actually about rebuilding this salvage title vehicle, which is hugely damaged. A lot of parts, we've lost it, but we intend to bring this car back to life. When it got into the country, it came with a salvage title. We've lost the doors and a number of things, the front bumper and a number of things though, but we want to bring this car back to life, as we did with some other cars that we've done. And this time around we want to give you a bird's eye view of the project. We want you to be in the G Pro camera, so that whatever we do, right from stripping the vehicle apart to stitching it together and then to the spray room, you would be with us through the electrical works and through the priming work and everything that has to be done. We want to go through with you in a serialized video, in an episodic video, so that you can follow through with us and appreciate the progress of what we are doing. And then maybe in the future, if you have projects of that nature, you can involve us and we can actually give you our opinions on how to go about it. So this video is basically a walk around of this Mercedes Benz GLA 250 4MATIC, and you can tell that we've lost a lot of things on this car. The ceiling is a bit okay, but we've lost the driver airbag. If you go to the back end of the car, you realize that we've almost lost the sunroof. We have quite a number of the plastic panels that covers the steel, and they lie down around there, so plastic panels lying all over. Again, you look at the door panels and the plastic covers are out. The wiring are even showing because of the plastic panels that came off. We've lost the front tile and then the front hub assembly. The paint work is all dead. Come to the back end of the vehicle, we've lost the rear diffuser and a few scratches here and there. On the side, that is the driver's side, we've lost the back end door, we lost the driver door, the side panels to the dashboard is gone, driver airbag is gone, driver leg room airbag is also gone. So there's quite an amount of work to be done, but this is what we want you to go through. That's how we carry this car from this end to a fully functioning end. You look at the under part of the car and you realize that it's dragged, and then the side lines are all missed out, the alignments are gone, the back end door has missed its shape, and so it can't actually close in properly. Some work has to be done at the end too. Yes, so you can actually tell that it's a great deal of work that must be done to bring this car back to life. And at this point, I will actually entreat you to go through the process with us by subscribing to our channel and then following through the episodic video, so that you can, track the progress. When you come to the hood area, you can tell that the hood area is also damaged. There's a huge cut in the middle of the hood, and that's quite a damage. If you come to where the fuse area is, we've lost a number of things on the fuse area. We've lost the front bumper assembly, the impact beam and the impact cushion and all that. So there is an amount of work to be done and amount of money to be pumped into replacing those parts and being able to strip and stitch it together. And we intend to carry it from that end to this end. This is how we want to. So stay tuned with us and then measure us against how the original GLA 250 should look like in reality, and then let's see if we did a good job or not. So this episode is actually the introduction of the project. The next episode of this will be the first phase, which is stripping the vehicle apart and then starting to stitch it back together, and in that order. So let me just quickly give you an overview of what the GLA 250 is about and how it came to being. And the GLA 250 actually sits in the GLA class, which is a front engine 4-wheel drive 4-door compact luxury crossover SUV. And Mercedes Benz Germany unveiled this at the 2013 Frankfurt Auto Show and started production in 2014, and it came into existence. It came into existence immediately around the time when Mercedes has actually devised a new nomenclature for their naming processes, and from 2015 upwards, Mercedes Benz started naming all of its SUVs with GL, followed by the model's placement in the Mercedes Benz hierarchy. For example, the G-Wagon, the G is a German word for Geländewagen, which means off-road vehicle, and this G alludes to the long-running G-Wagon, so you know it's a purely off-road vehicle. This is actually followed by the letter L, which acts as a linkage, and then letter A. So the GLA you see is the SUV equivalent of the A class. What that simply means is that everything you find on the A class, you find it on the GLA, only in an SUV form. And the GLA was actually designed to go heads-on with the BMW X1 and then the Q3, all European machines, and that slots underneath the GLK class, which has been renamed to GLC per their new naming nomenclature in 2015. This small SUV comes with a range of petrol and diesel 4-cylinder engines, and it comes either in a front-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive format. Actually, it sports a 1.6 engine and a 2.0 engine. The GLA 250 and then the GLA 250 4MATIC specifically sports a 2.0 inline 4 turbocharged engine, which produces 208 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and 258 pound-feet of torque at between 1,200 and 4,000 RPM. The GLA 45 AMG sports the same 2.0cc engine with the twin scroll turbocharged called the Botswana turbocharger slapped on it, and this is producing a whooping 355 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 332 pound-feet of torque at 2,250 RPM to 5,000 RPM. The GLA 250 4MATIC specific is mated to a 7G DCT dual clutch automatic, and this is a German machine that we have in our hands that we are rebuilding. So stay through the episodes with us, subscribe and follow through. Click here if you want to see a 2011 Hyundai Elantra that went through the same process, or click here to see our other videos that sports the comparison analysis of some two cars.